Hey gamers, welcome back to Banished Souls. Captain Cryptic here. So I want to make sure our stream is going live. Last night we finished off the first set of Klingon missions and opened up our ship at level 10. And I believe it's every 10 levels, something like that, you're going to be given a new ship up to a tier 5, if I'm not mistaken. And then after that, you're going to be able to pick up tier 6 ships and things. So let me get this stream, make sure we are running live here. I've had issues in the past where even though it says I'm streaming to YouTube, it's actually going to Twitch. So I just like to physically go in and check that thing out. I don't know why it does that. Let's see here. And it looks like we are streaming. Okay, cool. There's a thumbnail on there. Okay, so we opened up our ship. Let us check our setup here. We want to make sure that we have everything armed up. Okay, we've not actually swapped ships over yet. We've just claimed it. We need to go to customization. Should be dock management. There we go. Ship. Get out of the way here. Causing a glitch. Go. So we'll be using this, the Barbarossa, this is what they give us, and we are going to ready this ship up. So we're going to hit our square button. And that should upgrade our stuff. We're going to double check all of our weapon systems just to make sure. So I do want to put this Warpaint torpedo in the front here. Phaser being raised. Two. Checking our devices, we're just going to load up a few more of these battery packs. Tactical relay. So 4.5 on this one. It is same. We do a power transfer break. Here we go. Alright, so now check the captain, make sure we have any gear to add on here. Mark II shielding. Waiting looks good. Bridge officers, fine. Okay, so we did have this thing where we're looking at skills and reputation. This opens up at level 50. We did a little reading today, so yeah, that'll be open up level 50. So we've got a little ways to go. But we are now going to be picking up our next mission line. So we're going to go to our mission journal and bring up our episodes, or we can also look at what the galaxy at large is going to be. Report to Admiral Quinn, so we can run that real quick. Let's just go report to him. We can patrol this asteroid belt later if we want to. I don't really get into some of the patrols until later, but we do need to go speak to the Admiral. That'll complete that mission line out. Then we're going to load up whatever the next episode is. So that's some of the things you want to do. Run the episodes. If they look like they're getting too hard, then you need to make sure that you're running completely through it and running all those side missions as well.
You've done excellent work so far, so I want to expand the range of your mission profiles. There are trouble spots all over the galaxy. A good Starfleet captain never shies from engaging with trouble and trying to solve problems. Within the bounds of the Prime Directive, of course. You'll find patrols at systems scattered all across the quadrant, where enemy ships or local problems need help. We also have trouble spots in other parts of the galaxy, such as Nimbus 3, Drozana Station, and the Defera system. Check into these kinds of trouble spots as time permits.
When I got to shut the water off, that first application seemed pretty effective. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, all right, we're done, guys. Okay, so we completed that. I'm sure these are just going to be the same missions that we'll pick elsewhere. So what we want to do now is, now you can talk to a lot of these guys, pick up different missions, temporal agents and stuff. Those are going to be some great mission lines as well.
Pick up
I do
Damar
recommend
Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra. Starbase 114 is located in the Celis system.
So we'll go ahead and accept that mission he gave us there. So what I'm saying is before you start running those temporal agent missions, you're going to want to get to a decent rank. I wouldn't recommend going in there with anything under tier 4. That's just my opinion on it. Okay, so we can show you around space dock here before we set out. Of course, down here is going to be all your ship management systems. Then over here, if I remember correctly, there should be a bank. Is this your bank? Yeah, so that's where you can set your items that you don't need anymore and want to hang on to. And of course, they have the exchange. So this is where you can sell your items off, buy certain things, and they'll have like fleet requisitions and stuff as well. So you tab over to R1 to sell things. These are items that you sell in the inner store. Then, of course, they have clerks and stuff that you'll be able to speak to. Or maybe you're wanting to sell something off to your friends, you can do it through there, but I would actually say just send it through the mail. That way it's a little easier. So this be your commodity traders. You can probably sell them some stuff too. Yeah, so you come in and sell all your extra junk that you don't need. Such as, I don't bother with these. So go ahead and sell that. Keep that marked too. We'll go ahead and sell the standard issue off. It's not going to be worth anything. These critical components, you can sell them or keep them. I would recommend to hang on to them. You can see a lot of the standard weapons that you get starting off, they don't sell for anything. It's just junk. Looks like it's a relay. We'll hang on to it. Don't think we need it, but we'll hang on to it. Make sure you clear your inventory, folks, because you will get into missions as you go, and you will just end up filling all your stuff up. You don't become over encumbered like on other types of things. You move your full speeds and all that, but you won't be able to pick up any good gear. So sell off the junk, dismantle it, however you want to proceed with that. You can use the dismantle button. Just go to dismantle stuff, but it does cost you dilithium and energy credits to do that. So you got to determine whether or not it's worth it. They let me, no, they're not going to let me sell anything that I can see on here. So. It's a phaser cannon. We'll hang on to it. We might put it on the front of our ship. I haven't decided yet. Hang on to that science kit module for now. Again, old stuff we don't use. And of course, you can buy stuff from them that you're going to have personal equipment you can go and purchase. This is set up actually pretty cool compared to the Klingon side. Klingon side is just a little bitty station you go to. It's not even the size of this out here. It doesn't have all the real nice shops and stuff set up. Now you can go to Kronos and run around through the mountains and all that kind of stuff and find people standing around. But it's going to feature new attires. So you'll be able to pick up whatever styles of clothing you want. It's going to open stuff like that up in your reputation as well. So, like I say, I would save your actual money for if you decide there's a particular ship you want. Okay, so we'll go look at our mission journal now. So we had this heading out, go to Earth Space Dock, Solar System pickup, Mark Ken, transport to Starbase 38. So we'll go ahead and select this one. It says it's our primary. Not worried about the control, just doing that one right here. Okay. I don't see him on the map, so he may actually be when we return to our ship. Then we'll probably have to hail Starfleet and have him beam aboard. We'll see. But you're going to be able to open up different types of materials that your ship can be built with. That's where you start doing customizations. I don't usually bother with any of that stuff on the lower end because I don't want to spend my energy credits or anything like that on a ship that you're really not going to be using much. You're going to end up being tier 5, tier 6 ships, or even the tier 6 fleet ships before it's all over and done. I don't think I've seen any of these lower level ships in PvP. They just don't last long. Yep, so that's where we'll beam them over.
Hello. Admiral Quinn told me that you would be available to take me to Starbase 39 Sierra. Packed and ready. The USS Tucker is goodbye. In a word, troubled. The Remans have goodbye.
All right. So we're going to head to Sierra system. So we will need to go back in, hold X, and you can come down here to change your camera, and you can adjust it manually with your right joystick if you want to. It's about the right view there. That's what I like there. So. Where are we at? Heading out, so primary mission. Let's go ahead and travel and we'll transport. Those are free, by the way. Once that opens up the ability. Now, they will have it where you have to have a cooldown time later.
But the loss of their homeworld has left them in ashes. The survivors of the Cataclysm have gathered under the banner of Empress Sela, allies from the Delta Quadrant, in an attempt to rebuild the Romulans' former might. And now, she seeks revenge for a lost world and a broken people. Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Phaser and personal shield. And let's see. Typically, I just blow through it real quick. They give you field officers or whatever that you can use. What you're going to end up doing later is you're going to be in a fleet and you're going to be able to recruit better officers later. And that'd be one of the things that you do go through the story. You're going to be able to find specialization officers as well within there that you'll be able to pick up. It's going to be more specialized toward the ship or the type of build that you want to do. Basically, you're essentially fixing your crew up for space or and also the landing parties, so you'll make sure that they have good real good things on there. So then, of course, you have duty officers as well that you can get if you want more of the classic styles and stuff, but you'll earn those as you progress up into the game as well. Lots and lots of stuff. So one of the things that I do imagine, grab this, it's free. Not that I care about having the next generation sash. You're going to have combat companions that you can do in here. Like I said, you're going to have your bridge officers, you have Borg, and all different types of factions you can use in that. As you progress, you want to figure out exactly what your gameplay is and care about that. These combat pets are pretty cool. They fight alongside you in battle when you're on the ground. And of course, you have your companions, which are you see the little runabout champions and things like that. Or companions, those are going to fly around when you are on the planet. And of course, you look for different species and stuff. And there's a lot of people collecting these tribbles. To me, I just get rid of them. They just freaking fill your slot and stuff, man. But you can add ship loadout slots. I don't know about a lifetime subscription. I'm not sure what's included in that. We can look at that real quick, I guess. View in detail. These level 5 include tutorial of these ones. So you receive 3 tier 6 veteran heavy destroyers. 3 Tier 5 veteran heavy destroyers. So you can get a bunch of aircraft and stuff in it, different types of respect tokens for your characters. There's quite a bit of stuff. 25,000 balloons, that's expensive. I've got. What is that going to run people? I might run the store and see what it costs. But yeah, not going to be cheap. But you'll be able to find different things in Mud's Market. I do recommend checking the feature and Mud's Market for sales. You'll find some pretty cool stuff in it. Sometimes they'll be on sale, sometimes not. You just got to watch those prices. So got the Lachi Warrior Combat Pet on my Xbox account this thing. Quite a bit of this stuff. I never dealt with the Red Angel suit. There's a few people that use it. It doesn't seem to last very long. Okay, we need to. Starfleet Academy.
You may have heard about the tragedy at Khitomer. Empress Sela, I have new missions for you.
Okay, we've got 2 missions here loaded up, which is weird. This is one of the things that, if you're first coming into the game, can be kind of annoying. Is let's see, first thing you got to speak. Starfleet Academy, and then of course our main mission here. So we want to set this one too. I guess that is set the primary. All right, let's go to Starfleet Academy. Grab real quick, get it off of here. Starbase's 38. Right on top of it. No, maybe not. Let's try this. It's a 9. It looked like an 8 from back here. I guess I need to put my glasses on. Let's see what's going on here. It's probably just researching crap. Ship.
little bit narrower field of vision with the Canon, but it does have a higher DPS. Let's see what we got. Let's switch it over.
Greetings and welcome to Agrama. I am pleased that Starfleet sent such a notable officer as its representative at this conference. Please enter a standard orbit and transport down to these coordinates. This meeting may mark the beginning of...
Okay. So what did it bring up our friends list? See who is online. I think there's a few guys talking about coming and joining the game, so give them a chance to real quick. Let's see what option there. He's offline. Okay. Not to worry about finding a fleet. We may start one if you get enough interest in the game. Check our skills up.
The rest of the delegates are already in the conference room. My aide, Jevem, will take you there.
The guy's gonna walk real slow.
It is agreeable to meet with you. You have my people's enduring gratitude for how you handled that matter with Ambassador Soketh. This is another trying time for Vulcan. The Romulan Star Empire blames the Vulcan Science Academy for the Hobus supernova that destroyed their world. They are utterly intransigent in this misguided belief, despite the fact that Ambassador Spock warned them of the danger and ultimately gave his life to stop the loss of even more worlds.
I am so pleased to see the Federation recognize and attempt to rectify its past mistakes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Agrama. Isn't this a lovely facility?
The Romulans can be...
I thought the...
We are so...
I apologize for the interruption. My name is Tokath. I am one of the stewards here. We've had a slight complication with the dietary requirements of some of your delegation. Could I borrow you for a moment so we can clear this up?
just in case for later. I figured with that other mission it should be showing too at the same time, but it is.
Franklin Drake says he could be trusted. That is enough for me. There's more going on here than a diplomatic conference. Sela has no interest in courting the Federation. So why is she suddenly doing so now? We're going to find out what she's up to. The lower level of this facility is off limits to everyone but the Empress and her aides. But that access hatch right over there opens up to a maintenance tunnel that leads down. The doorway is guarded. So while I distract the guards, you sneak through the door. The hatch is just ahead in the northeast corner of the room. There will be a security room near the exit.
Got it.
Empress, the fleet is on its way to Vulcan.
Excellent. Have the weapons loaded aboard my ship. I will depart as soon as they are on board. At last, we will have our revenge for the destruction of Romulus. Hail Hakiv and put him through to my personal terminal. Then leave me. I have matters to attend to.
Yes, Empress.
Computer, begin playback of file 2895 Gamma.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. 21 years ago, the star of the Hova system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed.
Computer, end file. I cannot suffer more of that arrogant fool. Soon, Vulcan will suffer the same fate as my world.
Access active communication channels. You just gotta do this slowly.
I have Hakiv, Empress.
Patch him through.
Greetings, Empress.
My fleet has launched for Vulcan. I expect you to rendezvous with us there.
Alas, I must disappoint you. The terrorist cells of the Romulan Republic demand my full attention. Kittimer did not go as planned. Now they have powerful allies, and with Taurus missing...
Spare me your excuses, Hakiv. Nothing is more important than avenging the destruction of our homeworld. You disappoint me, Hakiv. I trust you will not do so again.
I should have known the Federation would send spies instead of diplomats. And you call us treacherous. No matter. You may have destroyed these weapons, but my fleet is already en route to Vulcan. You cannot stop what has begun. Guards! Capture the intruders!
Whatever you did down there, it made quite an impression. Good work on disabling the transport inhibitor. Your ambassadors are safely back on their ships, but I had to blow my cover to get them there. Now it's time for me to get out while I still can. Farewell.
Let's see here, get some of this set up. So we have a weapons system and then a shield frequency module. We're going to keep the weapons system in here for now. And you can access that any time during combat, just selecting it and hitting your R2 button. Some you can set up as passives, others you have to do with actual manual activation on.
I would not have believed anyone capable of this treachery. That's why I like the oil tank torpedo. Always make sure you pick up any gear as you open up. That's close. I've got to step to the restroom before we continue the next leg.
I had not expected to hear from you so soon. Was your mission successful? I should have expected as much. You cannot trust them. I never do. I am contacting all available ships. We will meet you there. Thanks to your warning, we were able to divert some ships to defend Vulcan. I have come to personally command the defense. The other forces have already been briefed. Your role in this battle will be to defend the science vessels that have set up a tachyon detection grid to detect any cloaked Romulan ships. The ships maintaining the grid will be priority targets for the Romulans, but they must remain in position or the grid will collapse. That is why I need you to protect them.
Well, there's a whole bunch of them right there.
How can you fight what you cannot see? Surrender now, and I may give you a merciful death.
Our tachyon detection grid has revealed scout ships attempting to penetrate the perimeter.
Of course, they're behind me. Switch that to shield with modulation. So that effect also, if you see where we activate it, sends out a pulse there. Any friendly ship in the area would have their shields automatically adjust and strengthen. So.
Your attempts to interfere are meaningless. Vulcan must pay for its crimes.
So you get your phases to fire with it. There we go. Drop that shield down a little quicker.
You cannot oppose the will of the Romulan people. We are eternal. All forces, advance and destroy them.
Sela has launched her assault. Science vessels maintain formation. All other forces converge on the Romulan fleet.
We're going to let that rear phaser work. Swing this thing around. Go.
close. Ooh. Get us some 360 omnidirectional beams here later.
Reinforcements are en route. Hold the line.
Oh, the door. Oh, I'd love to have one of my old event ships in this thing now. There ain't enough firepower. Switch our energy reserves over to shielding.
Romulus will be avenged. There will be blood for blood, death for death. My world is gone. I will not rest until Vulcan suffers the same fate. Indeed. Then why does Starfleet use ships equipped with weapons of mass destruction? Why did the Vulcan Science Council willfully refuse to assist us when there was a chance to save our world?
Scan debris. More specifically World War.
I have.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
You have a new power that can be set up to automatically be used. Press the L2 button to show your powers. Use the left stick to navigate this radial menu. Navigate to brace for impact. Press the R1 button to toggle between different auto-execute settings, and change when this power will automatically be used. This power will be used even if it is not set up for quick equip.
So I guess we'll go through some of the
I have new missions.
things here. So when you get into this battle cruiser, you're going to notice that you're going to have this command to track fire. You're going to have strategic maneuvering. So of course this creates a upscaling where they're going to buff you, so you're going to actually have more damage resistance, but everything's going to come after you. Then you have command strategic maneuvering. That's going to give you a little bit more flight speed. It looks like 10% and an extra 3 on the turn rate. Then, of course, the frequency remodulation is going to help for yourself and nearby allies. And, of course, the command weapons is going to do a negative 25% power cost on your weapons and for any allies in the area as well. So if you're in an area where you got a lot of ships, you're going to be shooting a lot, you want to make sure you pop this every now and then. I'll put this on quick card, and then I can just come in, hit L1, come over, and hit R2 and use that. And you can do the same thing with all these other effects as well, but like I said, as far as rotating shield frequency, I let that do its thing at 75%. This here will be anytime the shields go down, it'll kick on, and you can actually crash your ship into another ship if you want to in that type of situation. And these other areas here, this is going to open up as you train up your fleet commanders, or your bridge commanders, I should say. Some captain skills here. So we have an empty station in our thing. See who we have put there. So we need another engineering bridge officer. Put the 2 in there. Let's go ahead and set Zarva there. So what you can do is you come in here, check your bridge officers. Let's see, this is science, engineering, tactical, another tactical. You want to look at the ratings, so purple would be very rare, very rare, depending on the shade of purple. These are all green. I already have a tactical officer, so I'm going to look. We could dismiss him and recruit another officer. Let's just wait and see what they can train into, man. got too far ahead of ourselves. We'll go ahead and give this guy some advanced armor. Army tactical officer. A few things here. Everything we can open box-wise. Okay, keep module, project. So stuff is here. So these are the Infinity Lock boxes. You have to get keys for those, the event boxes. Different events, they turn into Infinity boxes. You can open those up. If you get keys, you got to purchase keys. You can earn a few every now and then, but typically they sell those. I've never gotten anything to actually justify having bought the keys, but that's just me. So you can do a total of refined dilithium of 8,000 a day. We're only at 3,400. We can go ahead and refine anyway. That's going to empty out the ore. It's going to give us refined, so that can be used as an in-game currency. Those are things that you're going to need to also be able to donate to your core fleets. When you join a fleet, you donate that stuff to get these fleet credits and fleet marks that you're going to be able to buy bigger ships with later as well. So those will be great options to make sure that you stay on top of that dilithium. You do dilithium mining, it's going to open all that stuff up as we progress into the game. So I'm going to look at my thing here. We've got a science officer. I think I needed an engineering officer. We've got some of that shit, so let us move in here, bridge officers. We'll go ahead and dismiss him. And you have to type in the name of anything you're leading as far as officers or ships. Okay, so that's got him out of the way. And we want to bring in an engineering officer. And he is now set up here. So let's see, he's got engineering team 1, so that's good. Emergency powered shields, emergency powered weapons. So those are going to be great aspects to have here. And just checking to see if they have anything other than the base. We haven't opened up any books for them, so I figured we'd see much there. Now, so Romulan Mystery is what we're running next here. That's what we've been running. So you can come in here and just kind of slip through this stuff. It's going to show you where your next mission line is. Okay, it looks like my coffee's ready. I'll be right back to you. Ladies.
All right, we are back. So we're going to travel there real quick. Now you can use that other option when you hold your X button to travel to the mission location. I just want to make sure we were still on track running through our episodes here. I say if you're not careful, you're going to be picking up a whole bunch of extra missions, and your whole screen's going to fill up with missions that you're trying to run. It's just a pain sort. It says best to just go to that journal there. Some good coffee. Come out kind of broadside here. We're getting with all these phasers. Later on, you have shield rotations where it'll move like if your right shield's going down, you can click it and it'll move that weak spot to the other side where you're not getting hit. There's a lot of things you can do with the game later. They ease you into it because you're going to use every button on your controller in conjunction with other buttons by the time they get done training you in these missions and turning you loose. There you can see I'm approach from a different angle, saving that side shield with that repair. Okay, so we got to activate his satellite now. Where could it be? Right there behind us. Hide behind a nearby asteroid. Let's go behind this big one here.
they'll probably come flying in behind me. That's what usually works. Yep, sure did. Well, this will be fun. Make them engage a few at a time. You don't want to run right up the center of it. But later on you can with your larger ships, but you would get over power very fast with fire. Pick up here. Pick up those turrets. See, if we'd come up in here, that tractor turrets, they would grab us and we'd have all those ships smacking into us, along with the other turrets fighting. So y'all would kind of look and see what they got coming. I forgot to put that other kit. That's one of the things too. You need to look at your kits that you open up. You can use them all on your guy, but if you use them on a specified character, a lot of times or a specialization for engineering or tactical or whatever, so you can get more out of it that way. And anytime you use gear, you can no longer pass it on to friends. Keep that in mind also. Come on through the doorway, folks. Doing that right, cook. Just ducked in there and took care of this. Yeah, everybody's just doing their jobs. Alright, let's check our modules here. Let's turn up here. Something else we set out was to do an auto heal on this medical generator. You can set that up in your stuff by using your, let's find which button that is, guys. That is going to be R1, and you're going to be able to select where you want it. I did it 75%. Turret wasn't very helpful. Guess there's more than one table there, maybe. Heck yeah, man. Sounds good there, Greer. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm hoping is to get a fleet started on this. I know that you can have, I think it's up to 50 people in it or maybe more. But obviously we've got to get a few guys to join in. But very least, add me on your friends list and we can do team play. This character here is new, so it's going to take a little bit to get it up to par. I figure hopefully by the end of this coming week we should be back up in the 50s and 60s taking part of events. But for those that are on Xbox, I also have it on the Xbox, so it's something we can look at. There's enough people between two things still be able to play with quite a few guys in a group. So let's go to the medical play. Down. I've just not been impressed with this phaser burst turret, man. It's kind of lanky, man. Epsilon Beta 24. Better remember that, at least in the short term. They give you those passcodes, and if you forget them, sometimes you hit the wrong stuff, man. Fail the mission. Yeah, this is back gen where PS5 and PS4 can play it together, which is cool. Unfortunately, they don't have cross-console play on it, but it is available on all consoles. It's free to play, which is one of the awesome things about it. But man, they have made a ton with this live service game, just from the different types of ships that they end up releasing, and people, instead of grinding, they want to buy something and buy their favorite style and stuff. It's pretty cool. How many ships do we have to deactivate here? Wow, it was lovely on that side of the shield, wasn't it?
I have forwarded your mission reports and the recovered data to Starfleet Intelligence. We now know the Romulans have been researching Borg technology, and they were willing to risk a war with the Federation to advance their goals. There is a 76.77% chance that Starfleet will have to take action against the Romulans to prevent them from upsetting the balance of power with this research. If that occurs, I predict that we will need you and your crew to assist in averting calamity. You have done well. Live long and prosper.
Says an 81.9 flight speed. That's insane. Versus all powered engines, 12.8 flight speed. We can do a full impulse all powered engines. Really get to cooking. Or 8. Prototype.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Tequila, I have new missions for you.
Okay, we'll check our missions in a second. Let's go ahead and get the ship set up with this new engine here. Man, can't wait to get some more console slots. We'll upgrade this to a Blue Series. Looks like it's pretty much the same.
Have you been to Serene Prime yet? I'm sure Tequila is anxious to return to her family. Greetings. I'm very busy right
Okay, Serene Prime.
On a remote world, scientists are adapting Borg technology to suit their own needs. A Federation crew, caught in an impossible situation, fights to survive. But help may not arrive in time. Who will heed their desperate call? In their anguish, it could cause a greater tragedy than even they imagine.
Anybody see the Romulan vessel we're supposed to have? That fuel there. Cool, so we got show with you, right?
Jolan True, and welcome to Serene Prime. Oh, thank you for returning Tekela to us. I'm sure her family is pleased she is safe. However, you have arrived at an interesting time. I was just preparing to meet with representatives from the Romulan Star Empire, and yes, the Empire has a way of offering assistance that feels more like a threat. They offered security services for my world, and I could not risk refusing them. And, to be fair, there have been no abductions since the fleet began. A number of our citizens went missing in the weeks before the Empire arrived.
Well, you know they was behind it. Alright, let's start this guy here. And
Well, what did you think of them? An interesting perspective. Thank you for your suggestion. Our most convincing evidence comes from a survivor of Virenat. And if his story can be believed, he says he knows who is behind these abductions. You should speak to him before you leave.
probably like the local pub or something, telling everybody a story. They'll have to buy him a drink. Oh, he's just washing his hands, never mind. Guess we're headed to this system to check it out. Had a role in the destruction of the IRW raid. No, I didn't have a role in it. I done it. But I ain't sorry about it. We're going to save the army. That's a shield barrier here. Well, while that's loading in, I'm going to the restroom. So apparently in 400 years, everyone's name is going to start with the letter T and have an apostrophe after it. That's what I'm seeing so far. At least the women's names will. Nope, that would be a Romulan vessel. We've missed some debris somewhere. Let's see if we can find a colonist that's not scorched there. Let me scan. That would be the crater. Guess it's not the crater.
Citizens of the Empire, it is with great sorrow that I report the destruction of our colony in the Virinat system by the terrorist insurgents known as the Romulan Republic. I believe most of the residents of Virinat were loyal subjects of the Empire who were unaware of the terrorist cell hidden amongst their homes and families. Their deaths are a tragedy. When the Tal Shiar attempted to remove the insurrectionists and save Virinat and its people, the Romulan Republic destroyed the entire colony rather than submit to the lawful authority of my forces. I grieve for the loss of innocent life. Rest assured that those responsible will be found and punished for their crimes against the Romulan people.
Kind of close. Let's have a specific big mount. Not there, guys. I'd rather put my time and energy into live service games. A lot of these releases we're getting here lately. One of the things I do like about the Skull and Bones game is it's going to be live service always expanding. At least for the next 5 years, they're open for 10 and 7.
all Starfleet vessels. Our allies in the Romulan Republic are under attack by the Tal Shiar. All combat-ready vessels are ordered to report to New Romulus immediately. Individual orders to follow. Thank you for responding so quickly. Your orders are to rendezvous with Battle Group Phi at Virinat and proceed to New Romulus to reinforce our vessels there. The battle is...
Glad to have you here. Let's get to New Romulus.
This is where it'd be nice to add about 4 more friends coming in these type of battles.
We are grateful beyond words for your help. You have arrived in the nick of time. New Romulus does not have the developed orbital defenses necessary to repel such an attack. And Admiral Kararek is calling for as many ships as possible to defend the...
So y'all were unprepared and we gotta save you.
Command ship.
We were set up for folks on auxiliary systems for some reason. Must have tapped that. Where did the command ship go? Red. this. Ships down. We could answer the hell and all, but I want to get as many shoot downs as I can here. Right, them points up.
On behalf of the Romulan Republic, thank you for your assistance today. You have saved our new world from destruction. We cannot begin...
Alright, guess that was it.
The Romulan Republic extends their sincere gratitude for your assistance in saving their homeworld. We now know the race you encountered there is called the Alachi, and they are the Tal Shar's new allies. From what you found on Virinat and what they tried to do at New Romulus, I'd say that whatever they're doing, it's not in our best interests. The Republic is continuing to search for clues to reveal what exactly is happening to the people being abducted by the Alachi. You, however, may be set to a different task.
Still not seeing anything for 360. It's still 250 on that. Eight-second recharge. That's better than what we got. We'll go ahead and accept that.
I have...
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
The cause of the supernova that destroyed Romulus remains a mystery. I have new missions for you.
Looks like we new deflector edition. It was. Okay, we're going to increase beam weapon damage there. That'll be good. Stealth module if we want to put that on. Not worried about that. Warpang has a little more damage, but you can get 2 reloads the amount of time it takes to shoot one of those. So I'm going to switch this out. Send that stronger, so we'll stick with it. So something guys you want to look at is you want to look down further and see what kind of options you're going to get as you move down these trees. You'll pick up different types of evasive patterns and things like that as well. So you increase your accuracy, check your ground skills here. So you have one that has to do with weapon training, one has to do with endurance training. So you're going to have to kind of balance between it and see what it is that best suits you. So this here has to do with your hit points that you deal out. It's going to increase it to 200. Then you're going to gain +6 each time you gain a level. So as you level your character up, it's really going to help give some health capacity to you. So then this here is your specialization skills. You're going to be able to open various skills as you increase your tier levels later. Seems like it's around rank 50 when this hits. That will be able to open it yet. Later on, these captain skill points become specialization skill points to work up in it. So one of the things I like to do is you want to bring in a pilot, and anything that you open up in this is going to add extra stuff. Rock and roll is probably one of the coolest attributes that actually makes so that your ship does a barrel roll while you're coming in or out of attacks. Help keeps you from getting shot down. A lot of really cool stuff in it. crew stations look like there's good. So we can add another. You can check out their gear in here as well. But everything should be a base right now because we haven't went through and promoted any of them yet. I'd save all those types of points for later. Promote them as I need to. But I try to hold out for all purple or even the gold commanders.
We'll just transwarp. We could auto-navigate to take the long way through space, and it's fun to do that. You're going to be able to run into deep space encounters and stuff.
Great evil lurks, waiting for the chance to strike. The truth behind the destruction of the Romulus system may be the harbinger of the greatest threat the Federation has ever faced.
Yeah, so that's actually the voice of Leonard Nimoy in this. Same with the other characters that you're going to recognize from the Star Trek episodes and all the different series out there. They actually get those actors and actresses to do voiceovers in the game still, which is pretty cool. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not high enough level to run these red alert events. I'd like to snag a new ship, but there'll be another one.
It is a pleasure to view agents working. Taurus.
Greetings. The hope, the diary.
I'm sorry.
Let's get through that, man. Let's get to the mission. I've got one of those too.
I am detecting some very rare minerals in the system, as well as the presence of protomatter. It is possible that Taurus used the materials here to construct her weapon.
Oh, where's the icy fragments at? It's right there.
As I suspected, the materials are all here. Our agent located Taris on planetary fragment Gamma. We shall continue our search there.
Get on the outside of it, get them scanned. Yeah, we're stuck. Healing. See what? I guess we'll have to kind of follow that chiming sound. The activation should be somewhere in here. See the green circle? There it is.
presence here is a violation of the quarantines established by at least 3. I serve the Romulan Star Empire and its true leader, Taris. And
the minerals in the planetary fragment will conceal the ship's energy signature. If we hide in the asteroids near it and mask our energy signature, I predict that Iran, who will approach to investigate further, will be unable to detect us.
happened here? We were attacked by Starfleet saboteurs. They appear to have fled.
Interesting. This is exactly like scenario 2247. I thought scenario 1849K would be a more likely option. I shall incorporate this data into my modeling projections. Nevertheless, we should now be able to follow Aran's trail.
Okay, now let's go scan Iconia. So we must be getting close to Iconians entering into the scene of this stuff.
Federation ship. I am Commander Shanclado of the Riemann starship Intraku. Your presence here could be considered an act of war. Leave immediately. That is unfortunate.
There he is.
Your help with the gateway. Send your guards.
They appear to have been attempting to merge Iconian and Romulan technology. Perhaps in an attempt to reactivate the gateway network. We should access that console.
It has been decades, and I still find her Key's betrayal difficult to accept. He is Romulan. Treachery is his heritage, as it is mine. But to go to such lengths, to destroy our world, it is too much to bear, even now. And now, those pathetic refugees from the Republic have told the entire quadrant that I am responsible for the destruction of Romulus. The Iconians can restore all that is lost. I know it. I just need to make them see that I am worthy. The Dark Masters have responded to my pleas for assistance with dread silence. My only
Wait, yeah. Select those doors. Now, they did not tell us a code. Good thing you remember that Omicron password a second ago.
And that's why I used the minigun, folks.
I have it. What? No! Traitors! No!
Enough. You have won. And in winning, you have doomed. They were not my crimes. I was betrayed.
Before we leave, may I suggest we look for evidence of the materials we discussed?
Probably won't stick around while that explodes. Oh, fun.
How nice to see you again. I feel like we are... But you played the pawn perfectly. I could not have asked for a more obedient tool. Now...
The Lisette informed us that you might need some assistance with the prisoner transport. Good thing we brought...
Taurus is wanted by the Romulan Star Empire for high treason and war crimes against the Romulan people. The Empire is the legitimate government of the Romulan people, and I demand you turn this terrorist over for trial and punishment. You are a disappointment. Nevertheless, you did remove Taurus from the game, and for that I am grateful. Consider your decisions more carefully the next time we meet.
Prisoner transfer successful. Do you have any idea where they went?
Looks like we missed all the excitement, but I have been monitoring your progress. On behalf of the Romulan Republic, I would...
And it parts.
We have much to consider. If the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was a deliberate act, not only was it mass murder, but that one event has been a major cause of the destabilization of the Quadrant over the past 40 years, not to mention the light that it casts on the internal struggles.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
The Romulans had a base, known as the Vault. I have new missions for you.
The Vault, if I remember right, you've got to use an aircraft or a shuttlecraft on that thing. Shield array, you're going to go on. %.
All right, well, I think we're going to call this a staging point for the night, and we'll pick up our stream tomorrow right here, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. If you're looking to join in, I'm on PS5. I'm also on the Xbox. I have a game on both consoles. Cryptic Gaming 723. Add me up as a friend. If we get enough people, we will start up a fleet inside the game ourselves. Have a wonderful evening, guys.